Good morning, folks. It's Pat McGinnis up here in Kula. This morning I'm going to take you for a walkthrough of all the damage that was done on December 5th and show you the progress on reconstruction and give you a little more in-depth look. We're going to try and go down in the gulch, and I'd like to show you where the high water marks were so you have a real good idea of just how incredible this storm is. So let's get with it. No point in hanging out. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and the current temperature is 50 degrees, so it's a bit chilly. Anyway, let's get with it. I'm going to turn you off and bring you back as we get to where we need to be. All right, hello. Okay, folks, I hope you can see this. We're down here in the gulch right now. This is just below where the road I was up on, Waiakoa Road. There's one of the down trees. If you look here to the left, you can kind of see where the water was. It just came up completely over the bank and then it ran all the way across. So you're probably looking at 10 feet deep of water as it came cascading through here. This is, you can see it's run up pretty good here. The canyon narrows and you can see all the trees down. And see this group of wattle here completely bowled over. So then it comes down, the gulch kind of clears out, got I guess the water so deep and fast that nothing could block it in here, and it was just intense. We've got trees knocked over here. Anyway, we'll move on now, and I'll take you down and show you what the mouth of the canyon was. This is the gulch that came out through David Williams' property. I hope David doesn't mind my using his name, but let's take a look at what they've done. It's pretty amazing how fast they've cleaned it up. All right, we're down here on Keikaliki. It is Saturday morning, the 18th, so we're all just about 2 weeks out from the storm. And so this was where I started my video last time, showing you the damage. And right now we're going to take a head up and we'll take a look at the repair work. It's pretty impressive what the guys have done. And to all of you guys out there that have been working on repairing things, getting things back to normal for us up here in Kula, I really appreciate it. A couple things I want to show you here, just how high the water did get, at least anyway, here, let me show you some of this damage and stuff. Right here, look at how the stream has undermined the cliffs here. This was all a parking area. This is a road for these folks over here. They can drive down on their property. It's pretty sketchy now. In fact, it's probably not the brightest thing. But here's the gulch. This is debris up this high from the flow. There's logs left over here on top of this stuff, so water was coming through here, and boy, it's washed out, eroded. We got a nice drop over here, and then the water went on down. According to some of the folks I've talked to, there were two cars that were in someone's driveway and they were washed off, and nobody knows where they are at this time. You can see a lot of the debris over in here that snapped off the trees from the wind. We had incredible winds, and then over on the far side there's more debris over there. So let's come on up. We're going to go across the street. Now this area was carved out right in here, so they've already filled it in, but we had pretty good, nice rain yesterday, so already the repairs are starting to get eroded a bit. Underneath all this dirt, this was that crevice that I'd shown you. I'll try and put a side by side here so you can see the comparison before and after. But they put lot of big river rock in here. So even though this may erode a bit, excuse me, it shouldn't get too bad unless we get another storm like we just had. And this is where it started eroding out, and then it went on down into that crevice and worked its way through. Look at this. It carved this ditch out. This wasn't here. You could drive right into here. This little ditch is dug out just from what was washed over the bridge. Got a new swim hole. Okay, you can see the roads picked up and eaten through here. And then right down in here, you can see how it's undermined the cement and rock wall. We've got a cavity here. I'll see if I can get you guys a shot. There's the bridge, and they've had to clean all that out. That was completely filled with debris. Okay. Oh, excuse me. And then this was the spot where I said that this was 10 feet down. Well, here we are. They got it back down to level, and then they've opened up the bridge here. So this was all sand right up to the top of this, and then there was debris blocking right in here. You had a lot of debris up against the telephone poles, and I will show you a side-by-side on that, I think. So this is the stream. This is all the debris that came down, and what didn't get over this then went on down, or stayed here. What did get over went down there. On that, I hope. I've got a lot to deal with, so I hope I can get all that stuff down, so bear with me. And then on up here, this is David Williams' property. You see where the white truck is? That was where that pile of trees was that entered David's driveway. So the crews up here today, looks like they're gassing up their equipment or putting diesel in it. So right from here across, you could not see this gulch at all. But yeah, it's really hard to believe. This was a beautiful little valley with a stream on one side, and David's driveway was right here. This pile of mess was his driveway. They've cleared this out, opened it up so that it flows under the river. And then, like I said yesterday, we got a hell of a lightning storm and a fair amount of rain, but you can see the erosion's not too bad. But anyway, and then now you can see David's driveway. I mean, they were stuck. As far as I know, I don't think he had another way out. He was stuck for I think 5 days. It was Friday before they could get out of here with a vehicle. And you know, they were down without power for at least 2 days, and they may have been down without power for 5 days. And they couldn't get out for 5 days, and were unable to get water unless they had some catchment up there. I don't know how they survived, but it would have been quite a traumatic situation, I think, for them. They've done a nice job. I don't know if you can see it. The rock pile there swales up and protects his driveway, and the river actually comes back in from this side. So hopefully next time that rock pile will divert everything straight down, and David will be able to maintain his road. If we get something like we did before, that all bets are off, because You can see how big those trees are, and those wash down from up the river. So that's just an incredible volume of water. And the water went from over here on this side of the gulch, you can see rock and everything clear across. So you're talking water in this area of close to my guess is close to 20 feet, because look at how high up. It just it's amazing what water can do. So anyway, we're going to see if I can get around this truck, if it's okay, and we'll do a little walk up the gulch. It splits right around this mound here, and half of it goes to the side where I showed you where it was 10 feet deep, and the other half comes down here and through. So yeah, what a tough situation to be in, to be locked out of your space. But anyway, this is up the river. This is what the river channel looks like, and all this rock was washed down in here, and they've had to dig it back out, dig it out of David's. The water came over here. You can see where the grass is. So you go across, you're probably 5 feet deep in here with this water, and just, oh, it was just raging. So okay, here's the new channel they've dug up, and there's the canyon. So this is the lower part that we were just in, and we're gonna walk on down the road, because we got some more damage that I showed you earlier. There is a bridge that's been undermined fairly significantly, and I know they're not going to be done with that recovery for at least a month or more. So I'm going to cut you guys off, and I'll meet you down the road. All right, hello. Okay, folks, here we are still on Kekaliki. Look at how much this is eroded back clear towards this house. I guess it's been there, but here's the damage you've got. So this is trying keeping the cars away from here. So I'm going to bring you out and give you a view, kind of upside down, but I want you to see what the county's going to have to deal with, since this is a state highway, I believe. So well, let's try and flip you back over. It's probably uncomfortable viewing upside down, but yeah, all this is the debris that got washed over, and then these rails held it, except for you can see that rail collapsed. So yeah, they're going to have a lot of work on this road for quite. You guys are awesome. You know, it's going to be a lot of hard work and a long period of time. So to you drivers out there, please have the patience and care when driving around these guys, man. Don't race by them. You know, it doesn't take much for you to make a mistake, or them to make a mistake, and then you got somebody run over. So please, please, please exercise caution when driving around the construction sites. I know you're all in a hurry, and but it's a dangerous situation, so beware. So yeah, I was talking to one of the guys working on some of this stuff. They said they were all the debris that a lot of the debris that they took out, they brought down into here. So they were going to they have to make this road down here so they can actually get down under and do the work. Here's the trees damage in here, and they've had to clear this whole thing out and dig it out. And as you can see, at this point, it's going to be a while before they even get that opened up. Oh, here is the drain that all this is supposed to go through. So you can check it out, man. Well, the sand didn't build up, but boy, the trees plugged that thing up. So this filled up, and then all this debris filled into this basin. They pushed a lot of it back over, and then it filled up and went over the road. So we're about 12 to 15 feet below the road right now. So it's pretty incredible that this thing didn't just wash out the whole damn road, because it had the water to do it. And currently we got a little bit of flow in here. So I mean, look at these trees that are growing into this space. So the fact that, and this tree right here, this is growing on top of this. This wasn't here when they built it. It's been quite some time since they built it, but you know, hell, that's a massive tree. So what they're probably gonna, my guess is they may have to take some of these trees down, and they may have to widen this. I don't know. The state may not want to pay for the proper fixing of it, but that's probably what should be done, because that's pretty small culvert for the massive amount of water that can and will come down here at some point. So anyway, folks, we're going to move on down the road. I want to show you the power lines down by Waipoli Road. What a good job the guys did cleaning that up. It's not spectacular, but it was work well done and much appreciated by those of us up here. And now you have a grasp of where the water came from that ended up down in Kihei, and the damage that it caused up here. As I said before, my next door neighbor looked at the rain gauges directly above us at 6,000 foot. We'd gotten 13 inches of rain above us in that night, and then somebody else replied that they got 20 inches right over by Crater Road, just off of Crater Road. So all that water had to go somewhere, and it came down through this area and ended up in Kihei. So let me turn you off, and we'll get back to it here in a bit.